Ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you something that might sound bold, but I want you to hear it with an open heart. What would you do if you truly believed you had already won? If you walked into each room, each moment, knowing that success was not just possible, but inevitable? You see, the power of belief isn't just about hoping or wishing for something to happen. It's about living as if it already has. When you act as if victory is yours, something magical happens. Your energy shifts, your mindset shifts, and the world begins to mirror that belief back to you. Confidence isn't about waiting for a moment to come. It's about understanding that you are already worthy of the moment you seek. When you carry yourself as though success is already yours, you radiate a confidence that is irresistible. You don't wait for validation because you know your value from the inside out. But here's the secret: it's not just about feeling confident, it's about living as though success is already inevitable. It's about stepping forward each day with the certainty that your efforts, your dreams, your aspirations have already been heard by the universe. When you act like you've already won, you begin to see opportunities that others might miss. You start making choices that align with your vision, not your fears. And speaking of fear, let's talk about that for a moment. Fear is real, doubt is real, but they do not own you unless you let them. And you don't need to be fearless to act as if you've already won. You need to be brave enough to take one step forward, even when fear is in the room with you. Because when you step forward with the belief that success is yours, fear doesn't shrink you, rise. Now let's talk about self-talk, because this is where the magic begins. What are you saying to yourself in the quiet moments when no one else is listening? Are you affirming your greatness? Are you reminding yourself that your journey is already unfolding as it should? It's time to start speaking to yourself the way a winner would. You're not waiting for permission, approval, or a sign. You are the sign. You are the permission. And your words can either drag you down or lift you up, so make them powerful. Imagine this. Close your eyes for a moment and visualize where you want to be. See yourself living that life, doing that work, holding that victory. The mind doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is imagined, so why not imagine greatness? Visualize your success not as a distant dream, but as an inevitable truth that is unfolding right now. But acting as if you've already won doesn't mean you sit back and wait. No, it means you take inspired action. You show up every day, even when it's hard, even when it feels uncertain. You show up because you believe in the success that is already yours, and your actions are the proof. Every phone call you make, every step you take, every risk you embrace, it's all part of the journey that is already yours. And here's something truly beautiful about this journey. As you begin to embody your success, you don't just impact yourself, you impact everyone around you. Your energy becomes contagious. Your belief becomes a light for others to follow. You inspire them to act like they've already won too. You become a force of possibility, reminding others that their dreams are just as valid, just as attainable. So I leave you with this: act as if you've already won. Walk into every room like you own it. Speak to yourself with the kindness and strength of someone who knows their worth. Take action with the courage of someone who knows that their time is now. When you do this, the universe has no choice but to align with your vision. And remember, this is not just about the goal. This is about living the truth of who you are right now. You have already won. You just have to believe it with every fiber of your being. Now, go out and show the world what that victory looks like. Imagine for a moment that everything you've ever dreamed of, every goal you've set, every success you've longed for is already yours. Now picture yourself walking through each day as if that truth has already been realized. How would you show up? How would you speak? How would you move through the world knowing that you've already won? This is the power of belief. It is more than just a thought or a wish, it is the deep-rooted knowing that what you seek is already on its way, and it is up to you to step into that truth. Too often, we wait for external signs before we claim our success. We wait for validation, for the perfect moment, for the perfect timing. But what if I told you that the moment you step into the belief that you've already won, everything changes? Belief isn't something that simply happens to you, it's something you create. It's a force that shapes not just your mindset, but your actions, your energy, your choices. When you believe that victory is inevitable, when you hold that truth deep in your heart, the way you carry yourself shifts. You no longer wait for something to happen in the future, you begin to act as though it's already here. And in doing so, you draw that success closer. The truth is, belief is not just a nice idea or something reserved for the lucky few. It's available to all of us. It's the quiet power that whispers in your ear when you're about to give up, the steady voice that reminds you of your strength when doubt creeps in. Belief is what turns dreams into plans and plans into reality. It is the fuel that keeps us moving when the road gets tough and the light that guides us when the path ahead seems unclear. When you embrace the power of belief, you stop waiting for the world to give you permission to rise. You start rising on your own. You stop questioning whether you're ready, and instead, you step into your greatness with the confidence that you've always had everything you need. You act as if your success is already written in the stars because in truth it is. The only thing that stands between where you are and where you want to be is the belief that you are already worthy of the life you dream of. This is your invitation to stop waiting, stop asking for permission, stop doubting whether you're enough. The moment you believe that you've already won is the moment everything begins to shift. You have the power within you to create the life you desire, and it starts with the simple, powerful act of believing that it's already yours. Confidence is not something that is given to you, nor is it something you have to wait for. It is a choice, an energy, a state of being that rises from within you. It's the knowing deep in your soul that you have everything you need to succeed, even before the world shows you any proof. Confidence isn't the absence of fear or doubt, it's the courage to move forward in spite of them. It's the belief that you can handle whatever comes your way because you trust yourself, your strength, and your ability to navigate the challenges that life throws at you. When you stand with confidence, you send a message not just to the world around you, but to yourself. You are telling yourself that you are worthy, you are capable, you are enough. This belief in yourself is the foundation for everything else. It's the quiet assurance that you can trust your instincts, that your voice matters, and that you have the power to shape your destiny. Confidence comes from within, but it starts with how you choose to see yourself. It's about understanding that the world doesn't define you, your actions, your decisions, and your own sense of self-worth do. And when you walk into a room with the unshakable belief that you are already enough, something magical happens. People take notice, opportunities show up, and you begin to see that the power to create the life you want was always within you. But confidence isn't about perfection. It's not about waiting for everything to fall into place. It's about showing up fully present no matter where you are in your journey. It's about being okay with not having all the answers, yet still having the courage to take the next step. Because real confidence is rooted in self-acceptance, the understanding that you don't have to be perfect to be worthy and that the bumps along the way are just part of the process. They don't diminish your worth. They simply make you stronger. When you have confidence, you stop second-guessing yourself. You stop waiting for others to validate your dreams or give you permission to go after what you want. You begin to trust the voice inside you, the one that knows you are capable of greatness. Confidence allows you to take risks, to leap without knowing exactly where you'll land, but trusting that you'll figure it out along the way. It is the fuel that propels you forward, even when the journey feels uncertain. And here's the thing, confidence is contagious. When you show up with belief in yourself, you inspire others to do the same. Your energy becomes a beacon, lighting the way for those who may be unsure of their own worth. You become a living example of what's possible when you choose to trust yourself and act from a place of deep confidence. You give others permission to step into their own power, to believe in themselves, and to go after what they truly want in life. The power of confidence is not just in how you see yourself, it's in how you carry yourself. It's in the way you speak, the way you move, the way you claim your space in the world. When you know you are worthy, you stand taller. You speak more clearly, you walk with purpose, and the world begins to respond to that energy, reflecting back to you the same belief that you have in yourself. Confidence doesn't need to be loud or brash. It is quiet yet powerful, unwavering yet gentle. It's the deep, unshakable knowing that you are enough just as you are. And when you embrace that power, everything begins to shift. Imagine for a moment that success was never a question, never a doubt in your mind. Picture yourself walking into every room, taking every opportunity with the absolute certainty that success was not just a possibility, it was a given. What would your life look like if you truly believed that everything you were working for, everything you dreamed of, was already on its way to you? How would you show up differently if you knew that no matter what obstacles you faced, no matter how long it took, success was inevitable? This is the power of acting as if success is already in your hands. It's not about waiting for a sign or waiting for the perfect moment. It's about moving through your life with the belief that your victory is already assured. The moment you choose to act as if success is inevitable, you begin to shift the energy around you. The way you show up, the way you carry yourself, the way you make decisions, everything changes. You stop hesitating. You stop second-guessing yourself, you stop doubting whether you're worthy, and instead you begin to live in alignment with the success that is already on its way to you. When you act as if success is inevitable, it's not about pretending or faking it, it's about embodying the truth of who you are and the truth of what you can achieve. Success isn't something that happens to you. It's something you create moment by moment through the way you think, speak, and act. When you live with the belief that your success is already written, you begin to make choices that align with that reality. You take risks, you make bold decisions, you step forward even when the path is uncertain because you know that every step is bringing you closer to where you're meant to be. This mindset of inevitability doesn't mean that everything will always go according to plan or that there won't be setbacks along the way. No, it means that you're not rattled by challenges. You're not discouraged when things don't go as expected because you know that your journey is part of the process. You understand that obstacles are not signs that you should give up, but rather opportunities for growth. They are simply stepping stones, markers on the path that is leading you to your success. And here's the beauty of acting as if success is inevitable. When you believe that success is a certainty, your actions become infused with purpose and clarity. You stop waiting for others to tell you when you're ready. You stop waiting for permission. You stop waiting for someone to give you the green light. You give yourself the green light. You give yourself permission to move forward, to take the actions necessary to manifest your dreams. When success is inevitable in your mind, every step becomes part of the larger vision. Every action is a building block toward the life you know is already yours. But let's be clear, this is not about being passive. Acting as if success is inevitable is not about sitting back and hoping things will happen. It's about showing up every single day as though you are. The words you speak to yourself are more powerful than you may realize. We often think about the words we say to others, but how much attention do we give to the words we say to ourselves? Self-talk is the silent conversation that shapes our reality. It's the inner dialogue that runs in the background of our minds, and it can either lift us up or hold us back. The thing is, most of the time, we don't even realize how much control we have over that conversation. But what if you could take charge of it? What if you could consciously choose to speak to yourself with the same love, encouragement, and belief that you would give to a dear friend? Your self-talk is a reflection of your beliefs. It's a mirror of how you see yourself, your worth, your potential. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, not ready, or not capable, that becomes your truth. You start to operate from that place of limitation, and your actions reflect that. You hesitate, you second guess, you hold back, not because you aren't capable, but because you've been telling yourself a story of doubt and fear. And that story shapes the reality you experience. But what if you rewrote that story? What if you started to speak to yourself with the same kindness, encouragement, and belief you offer to others? What if your inner dialogue was full of affirmations like, I am worthy, I am capable, and I am deserving of all the success I am working toward? When you start changing your self-talk, you begin to change your energy. You begin to operate from a place of confidence, belief, and strength. You start to move through the world knowing that you are already enough, that you have everything you need to succeed, and that every step you take is part of the unfolding of your greatness. The power of self-talk is not just about being positive, it's about being real with yourself in a way that empowers you. It's about acknowledging your challenges, your fears, your doubts, but not allowing them to define you. Instead of saying, I can't do this, you say, I can do this, and even if I stumble, I will keep going. Instead of saying, I'm not ready, you say, I am exactly where I need to be, and every day I am growing stronger and more capable. These small shifts in language have a profound effect on your actions and your mindset. Every great person, every successful individual has one thing in common: they have learned to master their inner dialogue. They have learned how to quiet the voices of doubt and replace them with voices of encouragement. They speak to themselves with the same respect and love that they would offer anyone else. And here's the truth: you have that same power. You have the power to change your inner conversation. You have the power to speak to yourself in a way that nurtures your potential and ignites your passion. When you change the way you talk to yourself, you change the way you show up in the world. Your energy shifts, your confidence rises. You stop waiting for others to validate you because you've already validated yourself. You start moving forward with purpose, taking steps toward your goals with the unwavering belief that you are capable of achieving them. You begin to see the possibilities, not the limitations, and you start creating a reality that aligns with the empowering words you speak over your own life. The truth is, you are the most influential voice in your life. What you say to yourself matters more than any external voice, because you are the one who has to live with your thoughts every single day. So choose words that lift you, choose words that affirm your worth. Choose words that remind you that you are already enough, that success is already on its way, and that you are deserving of every good thing that comes your way. When you do this, you begin to align your inner world with the life you want to create. And that, my friends, is where the magic happens. Fear and doubt are natural. They are part of the human experience, and they show up at every turn, especially when we are on the verge of something great. But here's the thing: they don't have to control you. Fear and doubt may knock on your door, but you don't have to let them in. They are not signs that you're not meant for success. They're simply the signals that you are stepping outside your comfort zone, which is exactly where growth happens. They are the markers that you're pushing against the boundaries of your own limitations, which means you are on the right path. We all experience fear: the fear of failing, the fear of not being enough, the fear of not knowing what's next. And doubt is often right there, questioning whether we are capable, whether we are ready. But what if you chose to look at fear and doubt not as roadblocks, but as companions on your journey? What if, instead of shrinking back when you feel that familiar knot in your stomach, you embraced it and kept moving forward anyway? Because the truth is, fear and doubt will never completely disappear. They don't need to. What needs to shift is your response to them. You don't need to wait until fear and doubt are gone to take action. You simply need to move through them. You see, the most successful people, the ones who make it to the top, are not the ones who never felt fear. They are the ones who learned to move forward even when fear was present. They are the ones who made a choice not to let it paralyze them, not to let it silence their dreams. They made the decision to step into uncertainty with courage, knowing that the road ahead might not always be smooth, but that each step they took was bringing them closer to their goal. They understood that fear is not the enemy, it is part of the process. And they didn't let it hold them back. Doubt, too, is something that we all experience. But doubt is not a reflection of your potential, it's a sign that you're reaching for something bigger than yourself, something that pushes you to grow. You don't need to silence doubt, you don't need to make it disappear, you need to use it as fuel. Let it remind you that you're on the edge of something new, that you're on the verge of breaking through to the next level of your life. Let it be the fire that ignites your determination, the catalyst that pushes you to prove that doubt has no place in your journey. And when fear and doubt show up, as they inevitably will, remember this: you have faced challenges before and you've survived. You have already shown yourself that you are capable, that you are resilient, that you are stronger than you think. You have overcome obstacles that once seemed impossible, and you can do it again. The difference between those who succeed and close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself living the life you've always dreamed of. Picture the success you're striving for not as something distant or far away, but as if it's already part of your reality. See yourself standing tall in that vision, feeling the emotions of achievement, pride, and fulfillment. Hear the sound of your own laughter, the words of gratitude, and the sense of peace that comes with knowing you've made it. This is the power of visualization, the ability to see your future success in vivid detail before it physically manifests. What you visualize in your mind is not just a fantasy, it is a blueprint for your future. When you can clearly see where you want to go, it becomes so much easier to take the steps necessary to get there. Visualization doesn't just create an image, it imprints a feeling, a sense of knowing in your heart. And that feeling is what drives you. It becomes the fuel that propels you forward when things get tough, when doubt creeps in, or when the road seems longer than expected. Because you have already seen it, you have already felt it, you've touched it with your imagination, and that vision becomes more real every day. The mind doesn't distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. That's why visualization is so powerful. It activates the same neural pathways that would be activated if you were actually experiencing success in the present moment. It's like programming your brain to expect success, to act as though success is already inevitable, and to do everything in your power to make that vision a reality. When you visualize your success, you start thinking differently, making decisions differently, and taking actions that align with that dream. It becomes a part of you, woven into the very fabric of who you are. But visualization is not just about seeing the end result, it's about feeling it in every part of your being. It's about embodying the joy, the gratitude, and the pride that comes with achieving what you've worked for. It's about walking through your day as if you've already accomplished your goal, knowing that every choice you make is aligned with that vision. You don't need to wait for the physical evidence of your success to feel it. You can feel it right now in this very moment simply by holding that vision in your mind and in your heart. When you visualize success, you are not simply wishing or hoping. It's a declaration to the universe that this is what you are committed to creating. The more vividly you can picture your success, the more real it becomes. The mind starts to believe it. The heart begins to believe it. And you begin to take inspired actions that move you closer to that vision. Even when challenges arise, you remember the picture you've already created. You remind yourself that this journey, no matter how difficult it may seem at times, is just part of the path to the success you've already seen. Visualization gives you clarity. It helps you stay focused on what truly matters, blocking out distractions and doubts. It sharpens your sense of purpose and determination. And in moments of uncertainty, it gives you a point of reference. This is where you are headed. This is what you're working toward. You are already there in your mind and your heart, and every step you take brings that vision one step closer to reality. Your success is not just something that might happen, it is something that will happen because you have already seen it, believed in it, and acted as if it's already yours. And that is the magic of visualization. It transforms dreams into actions and actions into the life you were always meant to live. So I ask you today, what would happen if you embraced the power of belief, if you started acting as though success is inevitable, if you spoke to yourself with kindness and encouragement, and if you faced every fear and doubt with the courage to keep moving forward? What would happen if you chose every single day to walk in alignment with the person you know you are destined to be? The truth is, your potential is limitless, and every step you take, every choice you make, is building the life you've always dreamed of. The journey will not always be easy, and there will be moments when you feel like giving up. But remember, success is not a distant dream, it is your birthright. You are worthy of it, you are capable of it. And the moment you decide to step into your greatness, to truly believe in the inevitable success that's waiting for you, is the moment everything begins to shift. You have the power within you to create a life that exceeds even your own expectations. Trust yourself, trust the process, and know that the world is waiting for you to show up as the unstoppable force that you are. So act like you already won, because, my friends, you have.